Hey, so today I'm going to talk about my new Powerbeats Pro. But first, I want to say I think I said this last week that I already received my package for my virtual race. If everything goes well and my knee stops hurting completely, it's going well for now. I'll be doing that race next week. Um, but going back to my new headphones, all this time, well, from April until now, I have been using the AirPods 1, um, to run. And I love the AirPods. They fit me perfectly. Here you go. There they are. Um, but it was all wrong because the AirPods are not made to work out. Maybe a little, but they are not made to run because uh, they are not waterproof at all. They are not sweat proof, so they stop working after a while. If you're using them for that, I should have known better because they are very expensive. But well, I and I like them so much. They're still like my favorites. I think they are so light, um, and I don't know. So I was using them for working out and for running for the past almost 2.5 years. But for at least a year, at least a year ago until now, they had started to misbehave. The microphones stopped working or stopped working most of the time. The audio was still great, but the battery had decreased a lot. In my left AirPod, I still had like an hour to an hour and a half of battery, but on my right AirPod, the battery dies like 20-25 minutes uh, after I started using them, um, and and they like stop working because still my left AirPod still works well with the tone that they give you when you put it on when you're running out of battery, and when the battery dies there's like different tones and then they die. But with my right AirPod, they just they just die with no tone. They don't let me know that they're going to to run out of battery. But I have been using them still since they started failing. I started looking for other options. I had hope that maybe by the end of the year I would buy a new ones. But last week, almost a week ago, I was running, and like a year ago, I bought this because to prevent them for being like moist or wet because of my sweat, I would like take them off and clean them while I was running, and when I was almost done with them, so I don't put them back immediately inside the case, because in the Apple shop they told me that the case had something in it that showed that it had been like maybe wet or something. Um, so maybe that's why they were not charging properly. But I would like wipe them off, and then I bought this, as I said, and like I could put them there so they just at least drive better for a while before putting them back in the case. And this has never failed. Uh, I've I've used this for a year and it has been perfect. Um, but last week I took my working AirPod. That was the left one, the one that still had like still worked. Still had like an hour and a half battery. I took it on my run, and when what I was listening stopped, I was listening to a podcast. I usually just put something else or just leave it. I was like just like 500 meters from my house. I don't know why I decided to take it off and put it here. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. I usually wouldn't have done it, but that day I did it, and it would have been okay. Um, but then I ran a little more towards my house. I was like a block from my house, and I discovered that I didn't have my AirPod anymore. So I went back to look for it for that stretch that I knew I had taken it off. And then I remembered, I was like stressed, like I was not thinking, because I I couldn't remember about the Find My iPhone app or function like really fast, and I didn't remember how to that I have deactivated the data on that app on my phone. So that took me a while to remember. And when I did it, and I went to where my AirPod was supposed to be, I couldn't find it anymore. I looked for like an hour and a half, and well, it was gone. And it was my working one, so like I still have this one. I can still use it, but for like in a good day for half an hour maybe before it dies. So well, the lesson is that I shouldn't have used them for workouts from the beginning, but I did. So I went back to doing my research to see which headphone I would buy, and at the end I decided for the Powerbeats Pro. Here they are. I decided for these ones because I mean they were one of my 2 or 3 options with the Jabra Elite 75T and the Jaybird Vistas. The Jabra were the most expensive ones, and I couldn't find them like really easily here in Mexico. And the Jaybird Vistas were actually, I think, even cheaper than these ones. But I don't know, like to me the AirPods were really like fit perfectly, and the Jaybirds are the ones that are just really small. And I don't know, I was not sure if they would fit me well or if I would drop them. I never dropped my AirPods, like they never fell off my ears, but sometimes with the buffs or stuff like that I would like hit them, and I dropped them like 2 times because of that. So I wanted something that was going to stay in place, and was also, this is sweat proof. It's not completely waterproof, but if the AirPods lasted me for 2.5 years with no waterproof feature, this should be fine. And also I chose the Beats because I mostly have, like, most of my gadgets are from Apple, and these ones are from Apple. They have the same chip as the AirPods and the AirPods Pro, so the connectivity was going to be okay. So I got them yesterday, and they're really cool. I used them for the first time yesterday, and I also used for the first time yesterday my Pegasus 2 Turbo. And well, I really like them. You know, mostly they are not AirPods, because what I love about the AirPods and all the Apple headphones is that they don't have like the like rubber thing that goes into your ear. And the new AirPods Pro have it, so that's why I was not really considering those. But like, I mean, all of the ones that are waterproof have it, so I had to just choose one of those, and I chose this. The case is huge, so it's not like you can have it on your backpack. Like I could take this on a run, although I didn't want to, but this I will never take on a run. The good thing is that the battery on each of these is 9 hours. So if I just go on a run with one of them or with both of them, they shouldn't, like the battery shouldn't run out at all. But here you go. Here you go. So this goes around your ear so they don't fall. What's really cool is that they have all the controls in each of them. They have the volume here, and with 1 tap, 2 taps, and 3 taps, you can pause, play, go forward and backwards on a track. So that's why they're really cool. This is the default like rubbery thing, and it's too big for me. That's why I think the AirPods fit perfectly in my ears, because I think I have small ears, small ear holes. So I'll try some of the other ones that come with it. Okay, so that's the case. You receive them like that, and then inside, under here, you have the wires and the other tips, and also you have like the instructions that are not really necessary, but just in case. So the packaging is really cool, as you can see. And that's it. I just wanted to let you know that I got this. I'm really excited because I have like, especially my virtual race gonna be really long. So I'm really excited to try them. I'm really excited that I won't be um, um, make them malfunction like I did with my AirPods, and with not these ones, but the ones that I had with my previous iPhone. Also with my Sweat before getting AirPods, this started to malfunction and everything. So I'm very excited about that. And that's it. And I'm really excited, and I'll see you next time.